Today we're going to talk about what it's going to take to get you to at least consistent 5K months in your coaching business. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to the 5K method. The 5K method is something that I came up with actually outside of the realm of business, but I translated it over to my coaching business when I was just getting started, and it really helped me gain traction from the start. So I wanted to share it with you. I came up with the 5K method when I started training to run marathon. So back then, I used to be super out of shape, like it was bad. And I had a hard time running around, a block. But classic me, I decided that I would run a full marathon before I'd ever even run a 5K. And, I think many of you can probably recognize yourselves in that. Well, not necessarily the part that involves anything remotely close to running, but what I see over and over again is that many of you want to race to 100K or to $1 million or $100 million, right, in your coaching businesses before you've ever even made 5K or 5K repeatedly from coaching and really established your coaching abilities and coaching business foundations. And 100K is such a distance to travel for most people when they're first getting started that I see a lot of new coaches struggle to get their businesses going or to be able to achieve a sustainable pace of growth that's also enjoyable for them. For a lot of people, aiming for those big revenue goals, especially if they're transitioning over from a career where they were making that kind of money, often immediately puts them into this headspace of thinking, I'm not doing enough, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not far enough along, I should be further along. And it can be totally defeating before you ever even gotten some good momentum going. Now, I'm not saying that this is all people or that, it's wrong to set those big revenue goals, not at all, right? But if you're transitioning into the field of coaching from another career, you're just getting started, it's kind of like a pro athlete switching sports. You're going to have a good baseline of fitness if you're transitioning into a new career, right? And you just came out of certification or another career, but you're also going to need to unlearn and relearn some new skills. And what most people don't realize is that the best way to hit their larger financial goals is by setting and achieving smaller financial goals. When you break down 42 kilometers into 5K increments, or you break down 100K in revenue down into 5K increments, 5K allows you to track your incremental progress backwards from where you started rather than from how far you have left to go, right? It allows you to get in the practice of recognizing and celebrating the mile markers along the way to your larger revenue goal. And it allows you to build a track record of success. This is really the key to sustaining your commitment and sustaining your motivation to keep going in the coaching industry. It's the whole reason why marathons usually have mile markers along the way, right? There's usually those signs up to let you know how far you've come in the race. And if you've ever ran or attended a race like that, you'll notice how people will come out and cheer along the sidelines at those different mile markers. So similarly, we want to develop a regular practice of acknowledging how far we've come since we've gotten started. And we want to get better at developing a supportive and encouraging self-talk along the way of really being able to pause and recognize, ourselves. Because when you do that, you'll get better at hitting 5K in a month, and then you'll get better at doing it in a matter of weeks, and eventually you'll be able to do it in a matter of days if you follow this process and implement all of these tools. So taking things 5K at a time will allow you to pace yourself. So you're not skipping over the necessary foundations of business development and skill acquisition that can only be acquired through patience, persistence, practice, and implementation. This will also be helpful so that you develop a process that you can actually sustain and enjoy, which will give you the endurance and the longevity that you need to keep going with your coaching business and keep playing the infinite game of business. If this video helped you out in any way, make sure that you smash that like button or give it a little boop and click on the screen right now to watch another video just like this one with more tips and strategies to level up your life coaching business. Or join my free 30-day course with the link below this video. I'll see you in the next one.